Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Golden Bachelorette fans rage over Pascal Ibgui's actions. Joan Vassos' Golden Bachelorette journey took a shocking turn with another contestant leaving the show at nearly the last minute. Pascal Ibgui's actions divided fans, with some viewers calling him out for his behavior in the latest episode. Golden Bachelorette Pascal Ibgui dumps Joan. Joan Vassos joined the Golden Bachelor to find love again after her husband's death. She chose to leave Jerry Turner's season after just a few episodes to handle a family matter. Joan was given another chance as the Golden Bachelorette. She narrowed her suitors down from 24 to just 3. Joan and her final 3 men, Chalk Chapel, Guy Gansert, and Pascal Ibgui, jetted to Tahiti for the fantasy suite dates. Joan Vassos made it clear that her overnight dates would be different than usual in the franchise. She vowed not to be intimate with any of her final 3 suitors, even going so far as demanding beds be removed from the fantasy suites. She never made it to the fantasy suite portion of the date with Pascal Ibgui. After talking to Jesse Palmer about his reservations, he dumped Joan Vassos and left the show. Pascal told her that he was almost engaged to another woman a year ago and still isn't over his ex. Fans divided over his behavior. Pascal Ibgui has played it close to the vest this season. So, his confession shocked Joan and viewers. But some fans on the Golden Bachelorette Instagram thought he made the right decision and were glad to see him go. Sadly, I called it. He's very handsome, fun, busy with his family and business, but not husband material, wishing him the best. Not sure why Pascal was chosen to have this type of date as none of the other men did. There was no fun in this and no really bonding time or fun time alone with each other. I thought it was incredibly awkward. Glad to see Pascal leave. I really feel like there were a lot more opportunities other than him. But the date made him tell the truth, which he should have done many episodes ago. However, Pascal was blasted on Twitter. One Golden Bachelorette fan wrote, like he's what freaking 70, and he can't figure out if he's not ready for a commitment. Ridiculous. Another viewer speculated that he had ulterior motives for joining the show. Now that hometowns are over and Pascal has promoted his salon, he's ready to go, they wrote. The Golden Bachelorette has been nothing short of a whirlwind this season, but Pascal Ibgui's recent actions have stirred up a tempest of controversy that has fans roaring with fury. The suave French-born restaurateur, who initially charmed audiences with his worldly sophistication and a smile that could melt glaciers, now finds himself at the center of the franchise's biggest scandal to date. Social media is ablaze, podcasts are dissecting every frame, and the show's producers might need to rework their contracts to include an Ibgui clause after the fallout. A night that changed everything. It all started innocently enough, as most scandals do. During the much-anticipated Fantasy Suite week, Pascal was one of the final 3 contenders vying for Joan Vassos' heart. Joan, America's Golden Rose, has captivated millions with her blend of elegance, humor, and a vulnerability born from a lifetime of love and loss. Fans were rooting for her, desperate for a happy ending, and Pascal had seemed like a promising. The cracks in Pascal's polished veneer began to show. That evening, the two shared a romantic dinner at a candlelit vineyard overlooking rolling hills. While the atmosphere was intoxicating, Pascal's behavior struck a sour note. Instead of focusing on Joan and their connection, Pascal spent an inordinate amount of time talking about himself. From his Michelin-starred restaurants to his prized vintage wine collection, the conversation felt less like a romantic tete-a-tete and more like an episode of lifestyles of the rich and famous. Joan, ever the gracious bachelorette, tried to steer the conversation back to their relationship, but Pascal remained oblivious. His arrogance reached its crescendo when he declared, "Joan, with me, You'll never have to worry about anything. I'll take care of you, just like I do my restaurants. Perfectly managed, with no room for error. The bombshell. If Pascal's self-absorption during dinner was a red flag, what came next was a full-blown siren. As the couple prepared to head to the fantasy suite, Joan hesitated, expressing her desire to have an honest conversation about their future. Pascal, instead of embracing her vulnerability, dismissed her concerns with a flippant laugh. "Ah, Joan, you think too much. Life is to be enjoyed, not overanalyzed. Trust me, I know what's best for us." But the real bombshell dropped the next morning. Cameras captured Joan exiting the suite looking visibly upset, a stark contrast to her usual radiance. Fans initially speculated about a deep, emotional conversation that may have shaken her, but Pascal's behavior soon came to light. According to leaked audio from a mic left on during their post-dinner conversation, Pascal had revealed that he wasn't ready for marriage. "I like you, Joan," Pascal was heard saying. "But I don't believe in marriage at this stage of life. It's an outdated concept, no. Let's just enjoy each other without these societal pressures." Joan, stunned, reminded Pascal that her journey on the show was explicitly to find a lifelong partner. "Pascal, I've been very clear about what I want. Why did you stay if you didn't share those goals?" His response. A shrug and a charming but dismissive, "Because I wanted to get to know you. Isn't that enough?" Fan outrage erupts. As the episode aired, fans erupted across social media platforms. On X, formerly Twitter, hashtags like #PascalOut, #JusticeForJoan, and #GoldenGaslighter began trending within hours. Fans accused Pascal of using the show for personal gain, with many pointing out that his restaurants had seen a spike in publicity since his appearance on the series. "Pascal played the long con," one fan tweeted. "He never wanted love, he wanted free advertising. Joan deserves better than this narcissist." Podcasters and influencers in the Bachelor Nation community joined the fray. The popular podcast Rose Recap devoted an entire episode to dissecting Pascal's actions, dubbing him the golden villain. Hosts speculated that Pascal might have been planted by producers to stir up drama, though others argued his ego was simply too big for such manipulation. In the wake of the backlash, Pascal took to Instagram to defend himself. In a video set against the backdrop of one of his upscale bistros, he addressed the controversy with his trademark charm. "Bonjour, my friends," he began, holding a glass of wine. "I see there is much discussion about my time with Joan. Let me be clear, I have the utmost respect for her and this journey. But I am a realist. Life is not about conforming to societal expectations, it is about living authentically. I came on this show to explore a connection, not to make promises I cannot keep."